What better way to start the day other than doing a stiff-legged deadlift? Going into the deep waters from the very beginning of the week. Let's see a few things about this. There is this nice setup over here that allows me to start the repetitions from the get-go. You're going to see what I mean by that. It's a nice little setup so that I can re-rack the bar, and also in terms of having space for the plates on the sides not to touch the floor. It allows me to more comfortably get the hip flexion that I want without having to worry that the plates will touch the ground. Now let's go over some things about the technique here. So when I'm doing a stiff-legged deadlift, one thing that I have in mind is that I want to get my glutes as far back as possible. There's a big range of motion in a sense, and you don't even need a lot of weight for that. Let's get into it. I'm not going to go too wide with my grip, just normal stuff. I'm keeping my back tight, and I do have a little bit of bend on my knees. So that's my end of range of motion, and I'm going back, taking the glutes back, and that's it. I'm going back. So that's basically it. The repetition starts while I'm here. I don't pick the bar and then I start counting. I start from here, from picking the bar up, and then I go on. My focus here is to lift the weight in a sense that my target muscles will do the work necessary in order to perform that task. I'm just concerned on beating my previous performance based on the variables that I set for myself when it comes to performing those exercises, which means keeping the exercise technique consistent, keeping the tempo consistent, which means if it takes me 3 seconds to lift the weight up and 3 seconds to lower the weight, then I'm gonna keep this consistent with everything. Every time that I come and I do this workout, I will do exactly that. So in that way, I will be making sure that I'm keeping as accurate records as possible when it comes to my lifts. It's all about increasing this accuracy and consistency. Let's get to the working set. I'm not focusing on lifting the weight fast. It's not about speed. Everything is relative. If you are using a relatively challenging weight and perform the movement a certain way, then you're still gonna make gains, assuming that you reach a point in your set where it becomes so difficult that you are challenging the muscles enough. If I was to do this with a faster concentric, rather than taking 3 seconds to lift the weight up, I would have gotten more repetitions, but at the same time, I would have made gains either way. Because have I taken that set to failure or taken this set to failure, my muscles are performing this task, and I made it challenging enough for them to take them to that stage where they cannot get anything more done when it comes to the given exercise. So the task is done regardless. You'll make gains having a fast concentric. You will make gains having a slower concentric. You can make gains using both as long as you progress on the thing that you are choosing. So I have to be sure that I have the setup that I want, which means slightly lean back position so that I can have space for my legs to extend. And as of right now, this seems to be fine. Actually, I think I found it from the get-go. So I stop here. You can think of it as your calf touches the pad over here, but I'm still keeping my quads contracting under resistance. This is not a resting position. My quads right now are contracting under resistance, and they are getting tired, in fact, as I'm doing this right now. And from here, I just extend my legs and back. My knees are looking straight forward. My toes, I don't turn them to the right. I don't turn them facing each other. It doesn't matter. The quads get trained the same way. There's a lot of garbage going around that, oh, if you alter the toe position while you're doing leg extension, you're gonna get this part of the quad and that part of the quad. No, just keep it normal. Knees looking straight. That's where you're going. The rest is nonsense. Taking a set to failure means you are pushing it as hard as you can, as long as it goes. And I want to make sure that I did that task. It's obvious that I couldn't get another one. As hard as I tried to extend my leg, at some point it's gonna be a lost cause. You have to find it within you to push through those limits. You will have to push yourself and you will have to concentrate and you will have to fight through that pain. If you are a beginner at this, it will take some time. It never gets pleasant, it never gets easy, though you can get used to it to a certain degree. Over time, you will figure this out for yourself as well. Had to zoom out the camera a little bit so I can be on the shot as well. I don't know if I am, but just know that I did my best. So the last exercise will be a tibia raise. As I said on a previous video, I train every part. Everything is important. It's not only about aesthetics, it's also about proper functioning of your body. So I don't leave anything behind. We're done for today. Short workout, but very effective indeed. Tomorrow I will have the upper body one. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, comment if you want to ask something or if you want to tell me something, good, bad, anything, bring it on, and I will see you in the next one.